Okay, so this is how wacky this season has been so far for us in the Strat-O-Matic playthrough. This matchup is about to feature two of the best teams in the AFC for this playthrough at the moment. But they're also associated with two of the worst teams in the NFL, usually that is. But not in this playthrough. Get ready for an interesting reversal of fate. Also, let's be honest, I can't keep doing Kansas City games. That's not how I roll. So, here's a matchup you didn't expect. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Yep, they're going there. Brace yourselves for some insanity. Hello, folks. It's Margoff the Barbarian here, and welcome to week 11 of our Strat-O-Matic playthrough. Oh my goodness, we're getting close to the end. We got 17 weeks, and we're at 11. My goodness, before long it'll be playoff time. But today we've got an interesting one. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 8-2 and have among the league's best record in the AFC in this playthrough. And they even managed to keep afloat despite losing their quarterback. I had an injury to Trevor Lawrence, and somehow their backup went undefeated. Well, Trevor Lawrence is back now for this game, and he couldn't have picked a better time because the Cleveland Browns come in with a 6-4 record. They're leading the AFC South, AFC North. Oops, that's the Jaguars thing. Nobody heard that. Anyways, but yeah, they're leading the AFC North, 6-4. But at one point, they had the best record. So they're looking to get back on track and seeing if they get that first round bye. So this is going to have major implications for that. The Browns, of course, are the home team here, and I know they're usually associated with, sucking, as is the Jaguars, but this has been a very interesting reversal of fate for both teams, so we'll have to see how this plays out. Of course, before we begin, we should probably review how Week 10 went, including how both these teams got here in the first place. Let's just say one of them had a close shave even, and the other is coming off a pretty ugly loss. Oops. Oh well, let's roll that footage and see what happened. And you can see why the Cleveland Browns need this game just because of what happened. Oops! Oh well, so this is a good chance to get them caught back up. Jacksonville, of course, is coming in with a few injuries, as I've mentioned. The only one we'll really see, the two that will affect them are to their tight end and one of their mean pass rushers. But again, they will have Trevor Lawrence back for this one, so exciting times. Speaking of the Jaguars, they're the away visitors, so the coin toss will be on them, or the dice roll in this case. So Jaguars are calling evens. Jaguars lost, and the Browns said take the ball first. So Jaguars will start. The Jaguars will be in red. Browns will be in green. Alrighty, so the Jaguars get the ball first, and we are off, or so I would. Hold on. Silly me, it would help to have the cards out. Okay, now that we fixed that problem, let's try it. Cleveland kickoff. 8. Cleveland is sending this to the 25. Okay, that sounds about right. That was all for nothing. Anyways, Jacksonville's starting lineup. We actually saw them back all the way in week 3 or 4 when they took the Texans out to the woodshed. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. But here's their starting lineup. We got Zay Jones being the split. Christian Kirk being the flanker. Marvin Jones is the slot/fullback. Travis Etienne is our running back. Luke Farrell. Evan Ingram is dealing with an injury, so unfortunately no Evan Ingram, so we're stuck with Luke Farrell. And I mentioned Trevor Lawrence. This is his first game in 3 games here. Hopefully he stays healthy or something along those lines. So Here we go. And Cleveland, by the way, doesn't have any injuries. Go figure. First and 10 here, and I'm going to start the game off by welcoming back, by getting Lawrence back in the groove here, if you will. 8 to the receiver. It was guessed wrong. Christian Kirk is getting 7 to start us off. All right, so there we go. Trevor Lawrence completes his first pass. Welcome back. Albeit it's 1 for 7, but so that's fine. All right, 2nd and 3. Let's try giving it to Etienne here. No, that should be 35. Silly. 3, and there's a penalty. It's a short gain if it holds. Okay, well, we'll say that's the roll for the gain. So it's a 17-yard gain if it holds. Yeah, that 17-yard run by Etienne is holding for sure. Nothing happened. All right, we're good. So Etienne's first carry is for 17. He got 150 plus yards last time out, so you might want to stop him. 1st and 10 again. 6, oh, and another penalty, because why not? Nothing if it holds. Oh, it ain't holding because Cleveland just committed a penalty. Oops. Opponent number 6. There was a face mask. Fortunately, it was only the 5-yard variety, so nothing serious. I mean, it's still first down. That play does count, unfortunately, but so be it. 1st and 10 here. Cleveland will guess this wrong as they will just throw it. 3 on a short. Absolutely nothing happens. Tried to get it to Kirk, and oops. Oh well. 2nd and 10. Cleveland suspects run, and it's going to be just that. 10. Etienne only gets 2. It should be 3rd down now. All right, 3rd and 8. We'll try giving it to Zay Jones on the short. 9 to the receiver. That's going to Zay Jones. First down, 14 yards. They're at the 30. Very nice. So Zay Jones gets us 14. Okay, 1st and 10 here. Yeah, Cleveland's going to sit on the run, but they don't see this. Let's try Farrell. 8, I believe that's going to Farrell. It is. Farrell has an 8-yard gain if this were to hold. It does indeed hold, so Farrell catches his first pass for 8 yards. Again, he is the backup tight end. All right, 2nd and 2. I'm going to go try it. Let's get crazy. Cleveland, what am I doing? They think this is they're going to try to take a shot at the end zone. No. 8, end run. 5, but he still gets the first down at least. Okay, as he gets pushed out of bounds. So Etienne gets another 5. He's doing pretty good. It's 1st and 10 again. They are driving from the 17. 9 on an off tackle. Etienne has himself 6 more. To the 11. They are driving pretty good. 2nd and 4. We'll try to give it to Marvin Jones. See if we can pass it to him. 7 on a short. Oh, that worked, and then some. Touchdown. 11 yards to Marvin Jones. That is exactly what they got. And sure enough, he just dives over the goal line, the pylon, or whatever you call it, and Marvin Jones gets us 11 yards, and he gets a TD. Welcome back, Trevor Lawrence. 4 of 5 for 40 yards and a TD. I'd say that's a good start. How about that extra point? That's snake eyes. Good. Wait. Okay, now it's good. Just checking. I know, I dumped one dice on the floor, but double sixes would have been the miss. Alright, and the Jaguars get the opening 7-0 lead just like that. My goodness. Good drive initially from the Jaguars. Okay, Cleveland, you need to respond. Let's see what you can do. Jaguars will start this one heads to 25. Long story short. 11:30. Okay. So let me put these away, and I will introduce the Browns starting lineup. We have never seen them. Brace yourselves, because there's actually kind of going to be a controversial choice for quarterback, and you'll see why. Devin Peoples-Jones is the flanker. Amari Cooper is your split. Nick Chubb is running the ball. He is pretty dangerous, as you might expect. David Njoku is the tight end. Harrison Bryant is your fullback / slot. And I am playing Jacoby Brissett as quarterback. And I know, that kind of a controversial choice considering the other guy that's there. But, guess what? Commissioner Morgoff doesn't like what a certain someone on this Browns team did. So, take a seat, Deshaun Cosby. First and 10. Nobody heard that. I had to make at least one of those, okay? Spare me. Spare me. I had to say that at least once. Some people. Anyways, going on before we enter rabbit holes we shouldn't. First and 10. And we're starting with Nick Chubb, who I just realized is on the wrong end. No, that's a good idea. Not. 8 on a line. Wow, that's insane. Holy. All right, don't roll 8s on his card then. If you're the Jaguars, it's short game. Well, anyways, he's gaining 2. That is not a short game. Close enough. All right. 2nd and 8. Let's see what Brissett can do on the air here. 8 on a flat. To the receiver, we're looking at Njoku. It was guessed wrong, I believe. Yeah, it was, and he got 7. So he's very close to the first. So he gets pushed out. So if Brissett completes his first pass to Njoku. And 3rd and 1, gee, I wonder where I'm going with this. 4! Oh, that didn't work out the way it should have. No. Chubb gets stuffed. Probably should have gone off tackle, but so be it. Oh, well. Yeah, we're punting. 4th down. Oh, well. There's no penalty, so this will go on as Workaz uncorks a 49-yarder. Returned for a gain of something with a penalty. That is not what I'm looking for. That is defense. This is what I'm looking for. Absolutely nothing unless... No, absolutely nothing. Okay. 10 minutes left exactly. So Cleveland does nothing on their opening drive. They got close, but no cigar, I'm afraid. So Jaguars are leading 7-0. And unfortunately, it is the good old time where the music shows up and I pretend like I'm playing this at Super Saiyan speed or whatever. I mean, look, nobody wants to watch a 2-hour-long video, okay? I'm not that insane, so I'll do what I can. 9 and the number 1 back, it looks like. 11. Wrong card. Oh, God, here we go. It's a fumble. Wouldn't be a game without some kind of special teams blunder, you know? Like I was saying, would not be a game without a special teams blunder just kicking in. Donovan Peoples-Jones, what are you doing? Bruh. He goes back for yards, and then someone on the Jaguars just whacks him, and he coughs it up. The ball cannot be advanced on these sorts of things, so I'm going to say they're downing it at the 6. Brilliant job, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant job. That was grade A quality stuff right there. Well, look at it this way. We got that out of the way with, okay? Meanwhile, Dan Arnold is entering the game because backup tight end. His second tight end here. 1st and 10. There we go. Good job. 10 after that issue. Just a yard for Etienne to start us off. So it'll be 2nd and goal to go from the 5. Let's see if he can get it in before I commit. Yeah, Cleveland sees this coming. 11. Oh, short gain. Gee, I wonder. I'm not going to even bother rolling that. It's a touchdown. He would have gotten 14 yards, but he needed 5. Whatever. Extra point. Ooh, hello. Opponent number 2. Okay, so the extra point's good. So Etienne from 5 yards out. It's offsides. I'm going to enforce that on the kickoff. So long story short, if there's a yardage roll, I subtract 5 from whatever that is. If it ends up being greater than -10, automatic touchback. So, oops. But that doesn't matter. Etienne just scored from 5 yards out. Jaguars now have doubled their lead thanks to the special teams turnover. That tends to happen once every game. I mean, we got it out of the way early this time, so it makes sense. All right. Cleveland, just stop. What are we doing here? The penalty doesn't really matter. It's a touchback for... I rolled a straight-up touchback, so penalty doesn't do anything. There's no fumbles, no nothing. All right, there. That part at least went well for him, so... Oh, Cleveland. Oh, hello. Now screwing up by putting it on the wrong end. Okay, wrong ball. There we go. Everything's fine. There's no fumbles. Oh, God. All right, we're fine on that, too. 2nd and 10. Oh, they don't see this coming. Lovely. 5 on an end run. Guessed wrong. Oh, here we go again. Oh, this is just ugly. 2 through 6, 11 or 12. Yep, it's a fumble. I mean, well, never mind the fact Etienne lost a heck of a lot of yardage. And Cleveland catches a break. Yes! The Browns just caught a huge break. 4-yard loss, and they recover a fumble right at the 18. Woo, baby. So Etienne just coughed up the ball. The Browns actually managed to do something on defense, finally. Anyone for? Myles Garrett is going to get credit for that fumble recovery. By default, the defensive right linebacker, because I rolled a 6. Taki. That is one of the best last names I have ever seen. Good job, Browns. But, yeah, Taki stripped that ball, and Myles Garrett just plopped on it. There is no return whatsoever, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Browns are now in the red zone for the first time today, just like that. It's a 14-0 lead for the deficit for the Browns, and they needed this more than anything out there. All right, let's see if they can do something with it now. 1st and 10. Okay, let's see what we got. We start with an off-tackle run, and we start with a 3-yard gain for Nick Chubb, who's so far not doing so hot. Of course, we've seen slow starts don't necessarily mean anything. 2nd and 7. 9 to Chubb. Does he get anything? Oh, he got 6. That works. Oh, he's a yard short. Close enough. I mean, it is 3rd and 1. Okay, it is in fact 3rd and 1. Yeah, it is 3rd and 1. Okay, let's see if he can get this. Let's see if he can get this. He needs to get to the 8. Off tackle. Yes, he did. 3 yards. 1st down. And he gets pushed out of bounds, but who cares? He still got the 1st. That was the important part. Okay, it's 1st and goal to go from the 6. Oh, hang on. Oh, Brian is a blocking back. I didn't even notice that. Interesting. Anyways, we'll keep him in there. 1st and 10. 7, 5. Wait. They were guessing run. What? Oh. Okay, I'm reading the wrong thing. Oh, good job. Another news, Nick Chubb gets no gain. Oops. Oh, I was reading the wrong thing. My bad. Okay, now we're going to do it. 2nd down. They need 6. Almost good thing I caught myself there, too. To Bryant. He's the one to get this, and he gets shut out of the end zone, but barely. We're down to the 1. So only a yard separates a touchdown from the Browns here. All right, let's do it. 3rd down and 1. 5. Oh, this is kind of hilarious. Okay, I'm rolling for a fumble. If it's an 8 through 10, nothing happens and it's a touchdown. Anything else, and this is where it gets kind of crazy. All right, it's a fumble. Okay, this is kind of awkward. The fumble counts. Now, this is what now? The question is, do the Jaguars recover it and get it at the 20? Or do the Browns recover it? It's a touchdown, and then I have to do some kind of weird convoluted roll. No! No! The Jaguars recover in the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll get it at the 20. Chubb was so close. He could smell the end zone. And then someone on the Jaguars said, boink, not today. Not today, sir. And that individual would be Roy Robertson Harris. And Travion Walker is the man who plopped it in the end zone. That is a touchback just because of that. But had that not happened and the Browns would have scored, instead the Jaguars get the ball on the 20 because they recovered it in the end zone. That is not a safety, I'm afraid. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wow. A lucky break there for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Browns had that touchdown, and one of their defenders just pulled the unthinkable. Darn. All right, still 14-0. Good thing, too, because they just turned the ball over on Cleveland's end, so that their turnover doesn't really mean anything. Oh, my God. Well, I did expect chaos. You know what? It is the Browns after all. You'd expect this kind of thing. Oh, they can never have anything nice. All right, speaking of nice, we should probably get this rolling. Okay. And an end run as they kind of get fooled here. First and 10. It's a 3. Oh my god, Etienne. Wait. No, never mind. I was just going to say touchdown, but he gets 49 big yards. 49, 45, and he is all the way down here. Someone on the Browns pushed him out at the very last second, but nevertheless, they are down to the 5. Wow! First play of the game, the quarter. Etienne just explodes out of nowhere, and it is first and goal to go from the 5, just like that. Here we go again. 3 on an off tackle. Short gain, but, well, yeah. Yeah, it's a touchdown. Duh. He needed 5. Oh, how much would he have gotten? He would have gotten 16. He needed 5. That's all he got. An extra point. Good. Bam. Travis Etienne, his second rushing touchdown of the day. The Jaguars just keep extending this lead. It is 21-zip after that costly turnover. Etienne with the big 49-yard run. And then he just finishes off with a 5-yard scamper to get in. Cleveland is in deep trouble, and we just got into the second quarter. This is really bad. Really, really bad. Okay, I mean, they only got 35 yards of offense right now. They need to do something, or this is going to end very poorly. They'll see this one coming. 4 on a flat. If it's a 2 or 3 or 2 or a 12, it's picked. Anything else incomplete. Intercepted. Picked off. Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, this could be interesting on the return. There is nothing on the return, darn. And a penalty as if that wasn't bad enough. Oh, God. Okay. Let's roll the penalty first. Offsides! I don't think this would count, right? That might neutralize the interception, unfortunately. I believe it does. So that's how the interception happened. So the interception doesn't count because of the offsides penalty. Ooh, darn. Well, that's how they got in the first place. So, yeah, it's an automatic first down for the Browns because they needed 5. So what would have been a pick ends up getting avoided because someone on the Jaguars was offsides. Whoops. Oh, well. We're back to Cleveland getting it. They dodged a major bullet there. There was nothing on the return, by the way. First and 10. Oh, I hate to see that if you're, the Jaguars don't see this coming. 6 on a long. Ooh, to the receiver. Cooper's got a chance. A long gain. There it is. This could be a touchdown. 50. It is. Touchdown. That's what the Browns needed. 46 yards to Amari Cooper. That's what we needed. That is so what we needed there. The Browns are suddenly back in business all of a sudden off that sudden strike. The extra point. Should be good, it is. That's just an 11 from Cade York, but what's this penalty we got here? Opponent was offsides. We'll enforce that on the kickoff. But there you go. Cleveland, welcome back. You guys needed that in the worst way imaginable. Cleveland is finally on the board, 21-7. Brissett to Cooper for 46. They Definitely needed that. And to think this all gonna put avoided if someone on the Jaguars wasn't offsides. Otherwise, they would have had the ball. But man, oh man, that helps a lot. We've got 12 and a half minutes in this quarter, though, so they have plenty of time to keep recovering, but could get interesting, so hold on to something. I'm doing it. We're going for it. This all of a sudden, that penalty changed my thinking. 4th and 1, I'm going to go for it. We got to try something. You know what? Screw it. Let's bring Nick Chubb back in. We'll see if this helps. Here we go. That was the absolute wrong decision. So Jacksonville's getting this ball no matter what. It's a yard loss. But is there a fumble to go with it? Yes. Does Jacksonville get on it? Yes. It wouldn't have mattered in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, I mean, because they stopped him, obviously. But now Chubb gets the indignity of having a fumble placed on his name. As if that wasn't bad enough. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to just bring him in all of a sudden. Not good job. 4th and 1, they got stopped for a 1-yard loss. There's no return for anybody. The high linebacker, which at this point is Travian Walker. I'm going to say give it to him. So Travian Walker forces the fumble, then somehow comes up with it. Literally the only good Jaguars defender they got left on that front seven. Otherwise, yeah. So that offsides punt, they probably should have kept it going. Instead, it turns into an embarrassing fumble. That's what the Browns do. They kind of embarrass themselves, though. So, yeah. Whoops. And all of a sudden, Jaguars have a golden chance at the 40. That's what I get for being too cute. Oh, well. 2nd down. Cleveland is not going to suspect pass, but yeah, they are. Wrong guess. That was a bad decision because it's a long gain and it's a touchdown because the minimum is 35. 26 yards from Etienne. You've got to be kidding me. 26 brings them to 134 and 3 TDs. I'm not even making this stat line up, folks. Not even remotely in the slightest sense. Extra point's good. My God. Oh my God. Travis Etienne is just running right over them right now. He has 3 TDs, 134 yards. On 18 carries. This is just madness. Absolute madness. And it's 28-7. Wow. I'm not ready to turn out the lights on this, but it's turning very ugly very quickly. Browns really need to do something or this game could be over. Well, Cleveland's now beginning to show signs of life. This is very interesting. Okay, 1st and 10. 7. Brissett's going to take off on this guy. What's he get? Oh, that's not good. Well, he got 3, so it's better than nothing. As he gets flushed out and pushed out. Okay, that's, could have been worse. Could have been better, but could have been worse if you're the Jaguars. Okay, don't do that again where you fumble at the goal line, Cleveland. 2nd and 7. 8 on an off tackle, guessed incorrectly, gets 8. I believe it is a 1st down. Oh yeah, 1st and goal to go now. Chubb picks up 8. They're not ready to abandon on him just yet, no. 1st and 10 from the goal 8. And the Jaguars won't see this coming. 8 on a flat. It's guessed wrong. We have a penalty to Njoku. Well, it's an incomplete if it stands, which it will. So it's still 2nd down. Whoops. Oh well. 2nd down. Let's try to get it to Chubb again. They guessed this wrong too. Second and goal to go from the 8. Oh, this is going to be a mess. Well, he gets free. That's the good news. The bad news is we have an injury roll to deal with on top of all of this. You hate to see it. It's all 2, so this is on Cleveland for once. And the fullback gets the injury, and that's Harrison Bryant, who will be gone for 2 games. So Harrison Bryant, who is currently in the fullback slot, unfortunately suffers this injury. Bummer. But it's been all Jaguars injuries, basically. So this is kind of the first time we can say it finally happened to Cleveland. That is the wrong area. And, well, for right now, I should probably bring their blocking back, whoever that is. Because we're kind of very close here. Oh, wait, that was their blocking back. Oh, shoot. Jerome Ford's really the fullback? Huh, he's like their running back right now. What are we doing here, Cleveland? Okay, I didn't know about that. Oh, Farrell Brown would be it, but we're not going to do that for right now. Okay, so I guess we're bringing in Jerome Ford, even though he's a running back. I don't understand it, but okay, whatever. 3rd and 5, regardless. Back to the game. 3rd and goal to go from the 5. 3. Oh, please. Short gain? Yeah. Touchdown. Njoku would have gotten 16, but he needed 5. Sounds familiar. The extra point is good. Oh, Cleveland definitely needed that one. That is for sure. A 5-yard strike to Njoku. David Njoku, that is. Cleveland cuts the deficit to 14 from 3 touchdowns to 2. So there is signs of life in Cleveland. What's even better is they get the ball to start the second half. So if they stop them, they could potentially tie this game if there is enough time. Keep that in mind. Cleveland could be using timeouts here if it gets close enough. They have all 3. Not 2. They have all 3. All right, we're at the 2-minute warning. Cleveland only got to use 1 timeout, so they're down to 2. So 1st and 10 here. They're going to try an end run. Well, you know what? They'll probably see it coming. Yeah, they do. All right, off tackle it is. All right, 1st and 10 from the 42. Yeah. This off tackle run gets them just 2. I'm going to go in the kind of a hurry-up offense over here, so they'll only use 1 at a time. 2nd down. 8. For just a 6-yard gain. They get to midfield, and he gets pushed out of bounds on top of that. Etienne does. So that works out if you're Cleveland, at least for the moment. It is 3rd and 2. I'm going to try and go crazy and try it. They have all 3 timeouts, mind you. Jacksonville does. That end run gets them 5 and a 1st down, and there's timeout number 1. Jacksonville uses a timeout. That's their 1st. All right, let's do 1st and 10. Let's see if we can try to get it to... Let's move it a little bit quicker here. 8 on a short. I'm afraid that's not going to do anything except waste like 7 seconds. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Kirk here, but no dice. 2nd down. You know what? Let's try it. Cleveland suspects they might, though, because they're trying to drain on the timeouts. So they get this correctly, and that's bad news, isn't it? Oh, that is really bad news. It's a long gain. Uh-oh. I think we have a touchdown. We do. It's 55 yards, but they only need 45. Touchdown. touchdown. It's Etienne again. Oh my God. He is having the mother of all games right now, and we're not even out of the first half. The extra point is good. 45 for Travis Etienne. He has, and I'm not even kidding by the stats I'm about to drop on you, 192 yards and 4 TDs. We are not even out of the first half yet. He is on a record pace. I believe the record is like 290 something, so he could have a record game here. This is quickly turning into the Travis Etienne show. Oh my God. It's even worse. It's 35-14 Jaguars, so they're on a Miami Dolphins like pace. You know, when they put up 70 on the Broncos in real life. Yeah, they're on that pace right now. This is not good for Cleveland. Again, they get the ball back to start the second half, so with 1:15, they're going to go for it more than likely. But this is not looking too hot. From the 7, that's probably not what they needed either in the number 1 back. 5. Jerome Ford gets 23. Okay, he's a fullback and a kick returner. That makes total sense. So Cleveland will start at the 31 with 107 remaining here. So let's see here. Peoples-Jones. We're not bringing in Ford for this part. I'll bring in Nick Chubb. They have 2 timeouts, mind you. So does Jacksonville. Njoku, Cooper, Brissett, and I need to find a brand new third wide receiver. Not you. Not Farrell Brown. Not Michael Woods. David Bell? Maybe this is who I've been playing this whole time. Okay, David Bell, welcome. Alright, he's your new third wide receiver. Keep that in mind. Alright, 1st and 10. We gotta, do something here. I'm going for a score, of course. I have to before halftime if I want to salvage this. 2 timeouts remaining, and here we go. 11 on a short, and we're already off to a terrible start because this is a possible interception. Which it's not, thankfully, but that one kind of got deflected by the corner or something. We were looking for Cooper there. 2nd and 10. 8, now they're trying flat passes. It's towards Njoku, who gets nothing. Incomplete. Uh-oh. 3rd down. This is not good. I'm going to try Peoples-Jones and see if that works. 7, and off goes Brissett. Does he get the first? He is a yard short. A yard short. That's only 9 yards, I'm afraid. Cleveland's actually going to... You know what? Jacksonville's going to call timeout. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 left. They think the Browns are going to go for it out of desperation, and you would be right. 4th and 1. I'm going to try it. Six. It doesn't matter. They got it. 6 yards. 1st down. Thanks for the help, Jaguars. But Cleveland is now going to call a timeout. That is their... That should be their 2nd. Yeah, it is their 2nd. They have 1 left. All right, 1st and 10. Now I've got to crank up the short passes. I've literally got no choice. I'm running out of time. To the receiver, we're looking at Njoku. He gets 12, and most importantly, he actually went out of bounds and stopped the clock. Good job. So Njoku for 12. He stops the clock in addition. And that's a 1st down. First and 10 here. I gotta send it to Cooper's way. You know what? We'll try. We'll try DPJ again. All right. From the 42, can they at least get in the field goal range here? That is a drop die. That doesn't count. 11 on a short. Oh, here we go again. Oh, there's a penalty too. 2 through 4. No, but as the penalty is something significant. Number 4. Oh, man. That's just... It's holding, right? Yep. Holding on the offense, it's 10 yards. Ouch. Okay, first and 20. Now I'm beginning to get a little bit desperate. 8 on a long... Oh, it's a must run. Low, roll low. That's not low. It's a 9-yard run. Unfortunately, that means Cleveland is forced to use its last timeout. They don't have any more. All right, how am I going to do this? Oh, dear. Well, I'm going to put it towards the right guy. 3rd and 1, if my math is correct. Yeah, it's 3rd and something. From the 43. 7. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Another must run. This might end the half. No, it doesn't. He actually will roll and run out of bounds. Yeah. At least Brissett ran out of bounds, but we could have done without that. All right, 4th down. There's 8 seconds remaining. Oh, this ought to be funny. I have no choice but to shoot it towards DPJ, really. 7 on a long. Well, we have an incompletion, but what's the penalty? Ha! That's funny. Oh, it was a free play. So offsides against Jacksonville. That's 5 yards. Are we in field goal range? Hold on. Oh, we are. Cade York can attempt a long field goal here. So that penalty actually bailed him out, and the game can't, and the half can't end on a penalty anyway, so I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the points and try to make this kind of respectable here, so. All right, 2 through 6 and a 12. We're fine. Anything else? Oof. Kick us up from 55. And no, thank you. Yeah, that's basically how this half has gone for the Browns. Whoops. Kick is no good. What else is new? At least they get the ball to start this half, but that could have been a lot better. Yeah, that has basically been the half for the Browns. 35-14 Jaguars are just destroying the Browns right now. Look at the Browns. This is just kind of sad. I mean, Njoku's having a good game. Cooper's trying. Chubb's done nothing but fumble the ball away and get nothing. They've had some success on defense, but not really. But this right here, yeah, never mind Lawrence's stats. They haven't needed him very much. This is just obscene. As I mentioned, Etienne's on a record pace, and that's assuming an injury doesn't happen. There have been fumbles all over the place, including one on the special teams, because why not? And this is what I was talking about. Look at this infirmary for the Jaguars. Some of this happened beforehand, but these 3 have happened since. Yeah, this is just a mess, and yet somehow they're holding out, so we'll see if that continues in the second half, or if Cleveland can try to put this game back. They start the ball, but good luck. That's all I gotta say. All right, we're back. Second half, let's go. Except the odds suck. 2 through 5. Ew. Okay, we're going for it. The hell with that. 4th and 3. Yeah, those are terrible odds. I'm just going to say, why not? What's the worst thing that could happen? Oh. Ha ha. Good job, Cleveland. That's exactly what you needed. Exactly what you needed. Turnover on downs at the 33. Only a 2-yard gain. They needed 3, I'm afraid. So what happened is they tried to get it out to Christian Kirk. He caught it, but he was a little bit too far behind the line of scrimmage. And sadly, he got stuffed by whoever's was guarding him. Oh, you tried to chest Denzel Ward. You should have gone the other way, fool. Or Darius Williams here. Their right corner just got injured, and of course they test the other guy. That was probably, man, that one's on me, but yep, that didn't work out for him. Whoops. I mean, a field goal wouldn't have been more successful either, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it would have been no good, more than likely. All right, whatever. Cleveland gets the ball back. Good. 5 on an off tackle. Oh dear, just a yard lost. 2 for 4 or 12. It's a fumble! Nick Chubb is not having a good day. I'm just going to throw that out there. He is definitely not having a good day because that is his 3rd fumble he just lost. I think he's done for today. Yeah, I'm shutting him down for today. That's very depressing. So, yeah, the Jaguars just recovered a fumble at midfield. It's been that kind of day for Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense. Anybody? 5. Oh, so Smoot, in addition to that sack, just got a fumble recovery. And I believe we had what? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out who recovered this. We'll say the defensive right linebacker. He is still in the game? Yeah, we'll say Alukan got it. So Alukan gets that fumble. And Smoot, who is coming in as a backup at this point, jumps on it. So forced a sack and recovered a fumble. Very nice for him. Not so much if you're the Browns, because now you're at defending from midfield. This is not good whatsoever. It just keeps getting worse and worse. 2nd and 8 as we return to the Jaguars, threatening to score yet again. At least they have their backup halfback in here too. Hasty is going to get pushed back too, so just like that, he loses that yardage. Ouch. So now we're back to 3rd and 10, where we started initially. Okay. Give it to Marvin Jones a 2nd time. All right. 8 on a short. Incomplete. Tried to look for Marvin Jones and found air, basically. All right, Patterson, you're going to try a field goal here from 38. Why not? The kick is up. 11 or 12. Yeah, he's good. It's a good. Riley Patterson from 38. Hit connects. We have our first field goal of the game. That took long enough. He has 5 extra points, not 3, silly. All right. Jaguars just pushed this lead all the way up to 38-14. It's a 24-point advantage. Cleveland needs to score on this one, or I might be turning the lights out on this, despite probably wanting to see where Etienne ends up, as he's got 2:14. 2nd and 9. Here we go. Cleveland trying to get in here. Oh, surprise. Hunt on an off tackle gets, well, it doesn't matter. But he still gets 7, so there's that. 7 gets out of bounds, the whole shebang. And it's 3rd and 2. Okay, 3rd and 2 indeed. They need to get to the 11. They're at the 13. We'll try it again. Joku's been very reliable today. Oh, that's a touchdown, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just really love that, and it's a touchdown. David Njoku, he would have had 29, but 13 was all that he needed for a touchdown. We take those two. So David Njoku from 13 yards out. Hey, he has 100 yards receiving. Way to go. And how does Brissett has free touchdown passes out of the blue? Huh, okay. Well, here's the deal. We got to go for 2 at this point. I don't think the kicking field goal extra points is really going to help us too much. So, we got to go for 2 here. And that's at 3 minutes. I forgot to adjust that. Okay, so you know how this works. We need 2 yards. That's all. All right, well, why not? Okay. Can we get the 2-yard completion on a flat? Well, let's find out. We're rolling on Cooper's card. Well, he would have gotten 15, and I'm pretty certain that 15 is much greater than 2. So the 2-point conversion is good. Okay, that works. So speaking of working, yeah, Cleveland is only down by 2 scores instead of 3. They need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions in order to make this very close, and they've got 18 minutes of game time to pull this off. We've seen the Dolphins do this before in their game against the Chargers, so it is certainly doable, but their defense is going to need to hold Jacksonville a little bit, so we'll see if that works, but at least the score is better? All right. Well, there's going to be all sorts of wrong with this. Oh, hold your breath. 2 through 8 or a 12. It's a fumble. The Browns get it. I'm going to allow a return because this is actually a 7-yard loss. We're going to allow it. Evens. Here we go. We've got a potential return from the 25. Do the Browns get this? I roll on the interception one. No, but they do get 4 yards off of it nevertheless, so they'll start at the 21. Hasty, you fool. You darn fool. He lost. It was bad enough that he lost 7 yards, but then he lost a fumble to go with it. Come on, man. Come on. You got to be more alert than that. The high linebacker almost got that one. So it looks like Deion Jones forced the fumble and then picked it up, tried to run it back, and I guess either Lawrence or one of the offensive linemen tackled him from the behind. But nevertheless, Cleveland will have this at the Jacksonville 21. They could not ask for a better setup, and I think this might be happening. Uh-oh. There's 1:15 remaining in this quarter. Keep that in mind. Are we seeing a potential comeback? This could happen. Again, this happened once before. All right. Let's get those cards out here. There they are. All right. 1st and 10 here. Yeah, we're still running the ball. Hey, we might as well, right? 11. Well, maybe not on that play. Oops. They lost a yard. Oopsies. Hunt goes backwards. That wasn't supposed to happen. 2nd and 11. My bad. Try David Bell here for the first time. 8. We're looking to him now. And he does nothing. Incomplete. Tried to throw it David Bell for the first time tonight, and it doesn't work out for him. All right, 3rd down and 11. 8. Brissett's running. Roll low. That's low. I think he might have it. Oh, does he ever? He gets 15 off of that. Very nice. 15, we're down to the 7. It's 1st to go. And hey, he runs out of bounds. At least he's running out of bounds. That's very smart of him to do that. Brissett's pretty smart by doing that, I must say. Okay, it's first and goal to go. Yeah, and actually Jacksonville's going to assume run because they've been kind of doing it. This will close out the third quarter, by the way. And do we close out with a touchdown? Yes, we do! Touchdown! Would have given up 9, but they only needed 7. Amari Cooper getting that one. All right. Amari Cooper from, what was it, 7? Hold please. Alright, clearly I can't help myself if I fall half asleep at times. Sue me, okay? Oh, it's 38-28. We've got to go for 2 yet again. Try to make this a 1-score game. You know what? I'm going to try a run, even though, because the Jaguars will expect a throw. Okay, we only need 2 yards. Come on, Kareem Hunt, let's do it. That is not doing it. He missed. They stuff him. Whoops. So 2-point conversion is no good. I'm afraid we're leaving it at 38-28. So Cleveland is still down by 2 scores, basically. Oh! Oh, well. Alright, so that's where we stand at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Jacksonville, you might want to stop doing whatever it is you're doing on offense. That or the Browns' defense finally tightened up. Also, enough with the fumbles. That was quite embarrassing. By the way, how does Brissett have 4 TD passes? Njoku and Cooper both have 2, by the way. Alright, whatever. Whatever works. And this despite the fact Nick Chubb's had a bad day and 3 fumbles. Football, it makes sense. I suppose another field goal would be on the agenda, right? Yeah, from 43. Riley Patterson again. Uh-oh. Kick is up. Well, there's a penalty on top of this, but I don't think this is going to be good. I would be correct. No good unless this penalty has something. Nope. No good. Patterson misses from 43. Oof. Oof. That hurts. Yeah, that's exactly 9-15. So Patterson, I'm afraid, just shanked one. It wouldn't have mattered. It would have been still only a 13-point margin at this point. Cleveland could have still scored twice and been in the lead. But yeah. That was not kind of unfortunate. Cleveland, you got 9-15 to, well, do something here. But time is beginning to run out on this one. By the way, update, Etienne has 256 in rushing yards. He's getting so closer to that record, but boy, oh boy, their offense has stalled. All right, Cleveland, let's go. Okay, I have a decision to make here. I'm down by 7-10, so a field goal actually does make sense in the way. 2 through 8 or a 12, it would be good for Cade York, so I'm going to go for it. Field goal, that is. Or do I go for it on 4th and 1? This is very interesting to say the least. I have all 3, you know what? I have all 3 timeouts. I'm going to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Now, what am I doing here? You know what? I'm going to flat pass it to my best guy. Jacksonville, they know they're going for it. It's going to go pass. They're going to concede run. Oops. They see this coming. They get the first, or do they? Yes, it's a 5-yard completion. First down. The penalty, nothing happened with the penalty. So Cooper gets 5. That was just enough. Whew. Alright, 1st and 10 from the 21. Sure. 5 on a short. To the receiver, we're looking at Cooper. He will get 13 in the 1st as he gets pushed out of the 8. So Cooper for 13. Cleveland is knocking on the doorstep here. It is 1st and goal to go from the 8. Oh, why not? 4 on an off tackle. It's not a touchdown, but does this run count? Yes, it does. So they're all the way down to the 1. So they're right on the doorstep here as Hunt gets 7. All right, I'm going to try for it. Now they're going to see if they can stop this. It's 2nd and goal to go right from the 1. 11. Well, they stopped it. Or did they? Yeah, they stopped it. 1-yard loss. And Cleveland's actually going to take their first time out, bizarrely. So that's their 1st. Okay. 3rd and goal from the 2. I'm going to do something. This is ill-advised, but I'm going to try it. Nick Chubb is going to make a surprise appearance to come in the game. And instead, we're going to fake it to him. Njoku. Jacksonville seeing Chubb doesn't see this coming. 9. To the receiver. It's going to Njoku. Got it. 7 yards. Touchdown. Touchdown. David Njoku. 2 yards out gets that one. That is his 3rd touchdown catch of the game. My goodness, 15, 113, and 3 touchdowns. Brissett has 5 of them, by the way. That is insane. Speaking of insane, I'm going to kick the extra point. At this point, well, because of the missed extra point, I don't need to. I was just about to say extra point is good, and then this happens. It's still good. All right, we're good. We are good, and that extra point is all good for Cade York. Wow. I thought this game was over, and with 3 minutes left, only a field goal separates these two teams. Well, isn't this just a coinky-dink now, isn't it? Oh, man. All right. Jaguars will receive this one. I'm just going to kick it off. All right, here's the situation here. We've got Cleveland has 1:45. They need the 64 yards for a touchdown. And to get into Cade York's range, they need to get at least the 41, but preferably here. So we're looking at 32. Probably 36 yards or so. And they have 2 timeouts, but they can't really waste too much time or this is going to end terribly. So here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 36. Preferably they got to get to the 32. Realistically, the 40 for a field goal. That's just to tie it. Obviously, they need 64 for the win. Or to lead in this case. But we'll see what happens. That's a good way to start it. An injury roll and a 2-yard loss. Oh, okay. This is just... Yeah, that's a really good way to start it. Like a 2-yard loss. I don't know. That's how we started the last time we did one of these things. And that one ended in a safety that cost the Raiders the game, if you recall. Well, anyways, there's an injury roll to deal with because why would not? So 9, 6, hold on. Ugh. Well, their backup nose tackle just took a hit, but he's out for just a game, I believe. No, an additional game. So that would be Fatu. Well, no, he's at the left end. Give me a minute to try to figure it out. So Corey Peters, who's in as the backup, is now out. And he's out for the next game. So Jacksonville's parade of injuries just doesn't stop. Now they're without their backup nose tackle. This is just insanity. Okay. Second down. I'm going to try something crazy. We have one timeout left, but I got to try something here. Good thing they did, because that's, oh my God, a 30-yard run from Nick Chubb, of all people. Wow. There you go. To the 36. Now this is the, yeah, we're going to have to call timeout on that bad boy. I'm going to say 15 gets let off. So, yeah, Cleveland's forced to call a timeout. That's their second, as Nick Chubb suddenly gets 30 yards. Yes, he's back in the game. I kind of decided to let him do it. He's our best player, so we have to at least trust him here. They are finally in field goal range, which is the good news here. So 1st and 10 from the 34. There's a minute 22 remaining. 7 on a flat. He'll get 5 and push out of bounds. That one's going to Pete. No, it's going to Cooper. My bad. Cooper now has over 100 yards. Receiving, very nice. 2nd and 5 from the 31. We'll try Njoku again. 6 on a flat. I don't think that's going to do anything now. Incomplete. Okay, 3rd down here. 3rd and 5. 2 on a flat pass is not going to do anything. Ugh. 2, 3, or 12. How about no? We were looking for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Okay. Well, we made it to the 31. There's a minute remaining. Yeah, I mean, if I don't get it, the game's over, or make this field goal, the game's over. 2 through 8 or a 12 is what Cade York will do. Very important decision. A field goal ties it. I could risk it and see if I can get closer. I'm looking at his 13 to 22. It really doesn't do anything. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. Here it is. From 48 yards to tie the game, and Jacksonville takes a timeout. That's their first. They're icing the kicker. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, now we're trying it. Here we go. Kick is away, and it's good. It's good. It's good. Cade York doinks it off the crossbar, but it still goes in. It is good. Congratulations, Browns. You did it. You tied the game. We are tied at 38. But guess what? Did they leave Trevor Lawrence too much time? We've got 52 seconds to find out. I don't know. And Jacksonville has 2 timeouts. Good job on that random timeout there, but whatever. Okay. Cleveland is kicking off to the 5 and the number 1 back. Oh, this is going to waste even more time. Agnew will get 24. So they'll start at the 29. They'll have 45 seconds remaining here. Let me get the Jacksonville Cards, and let's see where they need to get to in order to have Riley Patterson kick a shot for the game winner. Otherwise, we're going to overtime. Okay, so they're at the 29. They need 71 for a touchdown, obviously, but we don't care about that. 37 is the extent of Riley's range, but clearly getting to the 32 would help our odds a lot more. So we're going to say 32 is what they're looking at. They're at the 29. Nice try, me. So if we're thinking about that, they need 39 yards. Okay, they can certainly do this. Certainly do this, but we'll see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 29. They have 2 timeouts remaining, remember. 9 on a short to start us off to the receiver. It's going to Kirk, who gets absolutely nothing. Incomplete. Whoops. 37 seconds remaining. Yeah, now the Jaguars actually have to sling the ball here. 2nd down. They haven't needed to all day, but now they've got no choice. 6 on a short with a penalty attached to it. Incomplete if it stands. Yeah, incomplete. They were looking for Zay Jones. 3rd down. We just keep bouncing you back and forth between Zay Jones and... Well, let's try Marvin Jones. 3rd and 10. 7 on a short. They get 11. They get the 1st. And they get a timeout called. That is their 2nd. So Marvin Jones gets them 11. Okay. 1st and 10. They're at the 40, but they only got 22 seconds to pull this off. Try it. 1st down's probably irrelevant at this point. Yikes. Well, it's an incomplete pass to start. They were looking for Christian Kirk. There is an injury to address on Cleveland's end. 7 for 5. I believe it's all 4-4-4. Oh, jeez. The left linebacker is gone for the next game for Cleveland. We'll call him J.O.K. He's got a really complex name. But yeah, long story short, he's out for this game. All right, we're getting injury bowl all of a sudden. Jeez. All right. It's 2nd down, but the down is kind of irrelevant, and I've got to attempt a long pass at this juncture. 7 on a long pass. Myles Garrett, and somebody got a sack. Yeah, Jadeveon Clowney gets a sack for a 9-yard loss. His 1st of the day. And Cleveland's actually taking a timeout because I don't know why, but no, they didn't. It's not like they decided to use all of them. That's their last one. 3rd down. Clearly, they must think they're getting the ball back. They've got 8 seconds remaining. Or do they have 15? Uh-oh. Yeah, because they would have let it run out. Okay, I guess we're running one more play for no reason. No, what? No. Stop. I'm calling it back. Screw it. Oh, it's a short gain, but it's not going to do anything. Yeah, it's a short gain of 14. Jacksonville lets the clock run out. They're like, you know what? Whatever. And that's how all she wrote for that. And ladies and gentlemen, we got overtime. We are tied at 38 all. Well, I'll be. Well, I'll be. Okay, well, that's, interesting, to say the least. Okay, here's the overtime rules, because it's been a little while since I've done this, and I stopped doing overtime games because it's too much work. You got 10 minutes to score. To resolve this, I should say. Whoever receives the ball, they kick if one of three things can happen. Touchdown ends the game. Field goal, other team must retaliate with a field goal, otherwise the game's over in some capacity. No score, next score wins. They've got 10 minutes to play it out, and at which point I'm busting out the Donovan McNabb rule, which is what I call it, because I don't believe in ties. Ties are overrated in football. Keep that stuff to hockey and soccer and non-American football. You know what I'm talking about. No ties. None of that. No. Get out. Anyways, Jacksonville is the visiting team. They get to call it. They're calling evens. And they will start with the ball. Okay. Would you look at that? Jacksonville will continue to start with the ball. All right, we got 10 minutes and go. Here we go, overtime, tied at 38. The kick from Cleveland is away. It's a touchback, so they'll start at the 25. All right, now we can actually kind of focus here a little bit. Okay, 1st and 10. No more randomly singing long passes. Let's go. 11 on an off tackle. Opponent was offsides. Did I get 5? I totally forgot. We're good. Oh yeah, I got 5. Well, in that case, we'll allow the penalty. Oops. Alright, it's still 1st and 5, apparently. Okay. Let's try it. 5 on an end run. Oh, God. Why? Never mind. Etienne only loses 3. But no fumble. Alright, 2nd and 8. You know what? Yeah. Let's see it coming. Alright, 2nd and 8. Oh, that's a short gain, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And he'll get 17 for the first. So Etienne to the 40. So Etienne picks up 17 on that one. Lawrence hasn't had very many passing yards. He's only got 194. It's like somebody else has them all, or something like that. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the 40. I mean, this is a 6-yard gain to hold. No, because the play never happened. False start. Oops. Try it again. We'll allow it. It's a fumble roll. And it happens. And it's picked up by the Browns. No. Oh. Etienne fumbles the ball away at their own 34. You've got to be kidding me. Is Cleveland seriously going to win this one? Oh. And Etienne, by the way, has 267, so he's not breaking any records whatsoever at this rate. Who did it for Cleveland? Who was the brave soul? Jadeveon Clowney on one end. The high linebacker on the other. That would be Deion Jones. So Clowney got in there and stripped him, and Deion Jones gets his 2nd fumble recovery of the game. Jeez. All right, so here's the deal. Cleveland just needs to kick a field goal, and they win, and they pull off this improbable comeback. Remember, they were down 38-14. It is next score wins. They're already in field goal range, but I figured we'd get Cade York a little bit closer here. It is 1st and 10. Oh, yeah, everybody has 2 timeouts. I totally forgot to mention that. All right. 1st and 10. 11 on an off tackle. Just one for Chubb. All right. Second down and 9. Don't have to get too crazy, but I would like to get as close as I can here. 6 on a flat. Nothing. Unless... opponent number 5. Oh, good going. It's probably a pass interference or something. No, it's worse. It's roughing the passer. Someone got a little bit too frisky with Brissett. Oops. Well, I'll be. Oh, what would have been an incomplete pass turns into a 1st and 10 from the 18. We're just going to get Cade York as close as we can. Hopefully there's no fumbles or something. Line butt goes backwards by a yard. All right, we're back. Off-camera phone call. Anyways, where were we? Second and down. 2nd and 11. After that failed run. Sure. Again, I don't want to get too crazy. We're in field goal range here. As long as we don't turn the ball over, we're good. To the receiver. Oh, that's nice. Cooper. Incomplete. And there's a penalty. Oh, come on. And then there's this. Yeah, holding. Of course, they're accepting that. Yeah, back them up. Back them up 10 yards. No. Make this a little bit more trickier. 2nd and I think the down yardage is kind of insignificant at this point. Yeah, 2nd and 22. No, 21. Ew. Who ordered this? All right. 9 on an off tackle. They decided to run it. 5 yards to pull them a little bit closer. So Chubb gets 5. They're not that far off. It's 3rd down. I mean, I might as well go conservative here. Whatever. See if I can get 1 more yard or so. 9 on a line buck. Well, you got 3, so that does help. Yeah, that doesn't count. All right, it's time Cade York time. That does help, actually. It got us in closer. 2 through 8, 12. Game is over. Otherwise, we keep going. So here we go. Or a penalty. Cade York's 38-yard attempt is up, and... that's so Browns. That is so Browns. Yep, no good. Browns fans will understand where I'm going with that. Yep, he missed it. Cade York missed. See, this is why Cleveland can't have anything nice. Because of stupid stuff like that. 9 through 11 was a miss, and of course I roll 11. What else is new? So Jacksonville is now getting the ball back with 5:45. Alright, we're obviously still tied at 38, but that golden opportunity just slipped through their fingers, so here we go again. 1st down. You know what? I'm going to come out slinging. Screw it. Cleveland does not see this coming. They just think they're going to run it, not so fast. And that is a gain of 14. Oh, I should have long passed it. Oh, well. So they come out of the gate slinging. That is 14 yards to... I don't know who that is. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's Zay Jones. All right, 1st and 10 again. Do it again. 7 on a flat. That is guessed wrong. It's 12 yards, maybe. No, it ain't, because the play never happened. False start. Okay, now your turn to mess up. That's awesome. Come on, don't end up in a tie here. 1st and 15. They'll guess this wrong. 8 on an off tackle. 7 yards. Oh, not again. And that play never happened either. 2 false starts in a row. It's 1st and 20. This is just, comical. Oh, now we got an injury. Okay, this is getting worse. We stop. Okay, this 2-yard game will work. Okay, that's the good news. So Etienne gets 2. There's an injury to resolve on Cleveland's end. Seven for 10. Left linebacker done for 2 games. Ugh. He's injured already, so they would have been brought in Jacob Phillips. So now the backup's getting hit. I said 2, right? Yep. Good grief. This is borderline injury bowl. Okay, after all of that, meanwhile, it's 2nd and 18. So that is now all set. You know what? I'm going to try it. Etienne gets, oh my god, 27 yards. 24, 27. He gets pushed out of bounds. Cleveland could have really done without that. And ladies and gentlemen, Etienne has a record-setting performance. 41 carries, 294, 4 TDs, and 2 fumbles lost. Because why not? Could have done without that, Cleveland. Good grief. 1st and 10 from the 47. This is why you can't have anything nice. Now, seriously, now you're really not having anything nice. Okay, and I think the game heard me. It's a yard if it stands. Well, Cleveland was offside, so the injury just only makes that even worse. Whoops. Yeah, there's an injury roll to go with it. 4 for 5. The right linebacker this time for a game. Not Taki, no! Not the guy with the cool name. How dare you? So Taki is out for the rest of for this game and the next. We are quickly turning this into injury bowl. No doubt about it. Okay, it's 1st and 5. You know what? Whatever. Six. This short was guessed wrong, and Lawrence would have ran it had they guessed it correctly, but no, it's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Christian Kirk again. He's not done very well. 2nd and 5. Etienne, oh God, here we go. 2 through 8 or a 12. That is a fumble. The Browns have it. So this record performance has come with a little bit of a price, and that's a lot of fumbles. That is his 3rd. That is his 4th fumble of the game, and the 3rd he's lost. Clowney forces it. And Jordan Elliott gets it. Okay. Okay, Cleveland's got it back with 4 minutes in this game. 4 minutes in regular overtime, and then all hell starts to break loose. I hope I don't have to go that route. Good grief. Okay. Everybody settle down. We're fine. So we're back to 1st and 10. I'm actually going to bring in Hunt because of those fumbling issues. He hasn't had one yet, which means he's overdue. 1st and 10. 7. He's going back the wrong way. Oof. 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. Seven. He gets 5. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. The play never happened. False start. 2nd and 17 now. You know what? Whatever. I don't see this coming. 7 on an end run, and then there's a penalty attached to it. Oh, just a yard. Yeah. So Hunt only grabs a yard. 3rd and 17. You know what? Let's try it to Njoku this time. 9 on a short. To the receiver, we're looking Njoku's way, and he's getting nothing because it was never complete to him in the first place. Alright, now we have an embarrassing punt, because why not? Well, it is embarrassing. That was supposed to be a metaphor, but somehow it ended up being that way. 50 yards. We'll roll for it later. Return for a gain of 21. So they're up to the 35 of the stands. Number 4. Ugh. And the play never happened because there was a false start. That is, interesting. Okay, let's do it again. I rolled off sides, which counts as a false start. Oh, Jacksonville's going to need even better field position. 47. Return for a gain of, let's do this again. $13. So they'll get it at the 35. Okay. 2:45 remaining here. Yes, there is a 2-minute warning in this overtime period. Jacksonville, of course, still has both their timeouts, as do the Browns. But I don't want to find out what happens if, nobody scores here. Okay. 1st and 10 here. Etienne, you're off the hook. You're done. Oh, they only gained 4 on the flat pass to him. So Etienne for 4. Second down. Now I think the Browns are suspecting pass. 8 on a flat to the receiver. We're looking at Zay Jones. We're looking at no gain, and we're looking at the 2-minute warning on top of all of it. So it's 3rd and 6, basically. Okay. 3rd and 6 from the 39. They got to get to the 45. To the receiver, we're now looking at Kirk, who's looking at just a measly 3-yard gain. Ouch. And Cleveland, in their infinite wisdom, calls a timeout. That is their first. Kirk for 3. And Kirk has had kind of a quiet game, 6 for 41. All right, here's the punt. 9. Logan Cook boots at 48. So they'll get it to 10. 58-yard punt return for a gain of, that doesn't count. Would have been funny if there was like a special teams fumble, because why not? Absolutely nothing. He fair caught it. All right. So Cleveland has a minute 45 to score. Or, well, I finally get to institute it, and you all get to see how this plays out. Oh, God. Let's hope we don't have to go that route. This is going to get wacky. It's because both these teams suck, doesn't it? That's what's happening here, clearly. You know what? I'm going to be slinging the ball, so Kareem Hunt is taking a seat. Oh, yeah, Harrison Bryant's out. Okay. Give me just a moment to find somebody. Anthony Schwartz or Michael Woods? Doop. Sorry, I'm taking some while just to figure out. Oh, okay, this is kind of wild how both of them are. I'll give the slight edge to Michael Woods here. He's done more. Okay, so Michael Woods is in the halfback slot, just for reference. We're emptying the backfield. I don't really care. I think we're slinging it all over the damn place. This ought to be fun. All right, let's just do it. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. There's a minute 45 remaining. 6 on a flat. No. We're looking for Peoples-Jones. Second and 10 here. Eight on a flat. That's probably incomplete. No, receiver this time. Njoku. Just 3. As he gets pushed out. That is his 23rd target. My goodness. 3rd and 7. 10 on a short. Brissett's going to take off. Oh, he's got the first, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, 17 yards. Yeah, he's got it. 1st down, easy. They'll let the clock run. 1st and 10. How does Brissett have 62 rushing yards, too? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay. 6 on a flat. He gets 6. We're in clear hurry-up mode here. 6 to Cooper, by the way. Second and 4. $11 on a short. This could end the game. I just load long gain. Uh-oh. 10. Is this it? Is this it? No, but it's a 50-yard completion. Oh, my God. 50 yards to Amari Cooper. Whoa. 36. To the 14 of all places. You know what? Let the clock run. Well, you know what? Let the clock run, says Cleveland. So a 50-yard completion to Amari Cooper. Hold on a minute. I got to get this in. So a 50-yard completion to Amari Cooper puts him in field goal range. Okay, Brissett now has over 100 yards. What are we doing here? They basically let the clock ran here. So at this juncture, I'm content with just running it. All right, now we got to take Woods out for Chubb. Oh, that's right. Hold, please. I got to get Chubb in here. There he is. You know what? He's fumbled 3 times. Hunt. Okay, we've got 1 timeout left. As long as he doesn't fumble, and then the next 2 plays, we're fine. So I'll tell you what's going to happen here in a minute. First off, Hunt loses a yard. Second off, a timeout is called by Jacksonville, just cause that's their first. So unfortunately, yeah. Do I have to run one more play here, or is this? Nope, I have to. Darn. Okay, 2nd and 11, but this is the down and distance is basically meaningless because Cleveland's going to call a timeout once this goes through. 8 on an off tackle. No, he gets no gain, and there's your final timeout from Cleveland. There's a split second remaining, and here comes the field goal from Cade York yet again. He missed one. Let's hope he doesn't do the 9 for 11 thing again. If he makes it, game over. If he doesn't, chaos. 9 for 11 avoids it, and Jacksonville calls him a timeout. Yeah, they're icing the kicker. Why not? That's all their timeouts. All right, let's try it again. It's good. It's good. There's no additional thing going on. Oh my God. Thank God. Cade York from 31 yards out mercifully ends the game and sends the Browns crowd off happy. Thank Donovan McNabb, sleep easy. There is no rule being indicted in front of your... You get the idea. Anyways, Browns win 41-38. So, long story short, the Jaguars blew a 24-point lead in this game. So, as if that wasn't bad enough, yeah. But Cade York hits that game-winning field goal right at the buzzer with overtime. Otherwise, we would have gone into the double and just gone college rules at this point, which would have been very convoluted and all that stuff. But thank God we don't have to go there. Yeah, Brissett, look at this. 327, 5 TDs. He was just a madman. And Njoku and Cooper caught a lot of passes. And then you have everybody else doing nothing. Oh well, sometimes that's how it happens. Defensively, a lot of turnovers. 4 of them for the Browns. That's probably how they got back into this game. I mentioned Cade York. Made up for the overtime miss. Travis Etienne, there you go. There's your record-setting performance, 294 rushing. That would be a record. I believe it's 288. Set by Adrian Peterson. 4 TDs. And then for some reason he decided to fumble as many times as he got a touchdown. Oops. That's basically how they got back into this game. Look at this. 4 overall fumbles for the Jaguars, too. So the turnover battle is even. Other than that, nobody in the Jaguars really did much. Lawrence in his first game back was kind of meh. They didn't really need him, but then towards the end there, that ended up coming back to haunt them. Nobody caught really anything. Patterson missed one of his own, but hit 5 extra points. And then there's this. This is just a mess and a half. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, Newsom's really the only person that survives this, but otherwise, both these teams are going to have a very few interesting roles to say the least. So, Jacksonville, I'm afraid, falls to 8-3. Cleveland, meanwhile, bounces back to 7-4. So they are a game behind, but this could be instrumental for tie-breaking purposes. So, and yeah, this right here is basically how this game went. Jaguars put up a 35 bomb in the first half, and then, whoops, forgot how to play football randomly. I was kind of hoping for 70 there, but no, you guys just had to ruin it. This is why you're the Jaguars, okay? You can have nothing nice. In fact, neither one of these teams can have anything nice. Matter of fact, I hope neither one of these teams represents the AFC. You failed, okay? You brought shame to football. Now get out of here. In fact, you know what? I'm ending this. This is going on long enough. I think my head hurts. Y'all probably are feeling the same way. I don't understand anything that just happened, but whatever. Thank you guys for watching and watching that madness. Of course, you know to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And here's hoping the next matchup isn't this chaotic. Oh boy. Peace out, everyone. I need a drink.